Welcome to a journey unlike any other, a journey that invites you to explore the depths of your own consciousness and the forgotten truths of our shared history. Today we delve into the narrative of Atlantis not merely as a lost civilization, but as a profound symbol of human potential and spiritual awakening. From the moment you first heard the name Atlantis, it was likely placed in the same category as fairy tales, myths, and fantasies. Yet what if I told you that the story of Atlantis is more than a curiosity? What if it represents a vital piece of our spiritual evolution, a link to a time when humanity thrived in harmony with the universe? Throughout history, Atlantis has been dismissed as a mere myth, a fanciful tale conjured by the imagination of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. Most people view Plato's accounts as allegorical cautionary tales meant to convey philosophical ideas. But what if these stories were not fiction? What if they were memories, echoes of a civilization that once existed and held profound knowledge about the nature of reality? In Plato's dialogues Timaeus and Critias, he recounts the tale of a great civilization that flourished beyond the Pillars of Heracles, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. This land was said to be more advanced than any known civilization, rich in knowledge, technology, and spiritual wisdom. However, it ultimately fell into corruption and greed, losing its connection to divine order. As we explore this narrative, it becomes clear that the echoes of Atlantis reverberate across cultures and continents. The Mayans spoke of a lost land swallowed by the sea. In Hindu texts, we find references to Kumari Kandam, an advanced civilization that disappeared beneath the waves. Indigenous Pacific Islanders tell tales of Lemuria, another ancient realm lost to time. Even early Egyptian records hint at a forgotten epoch, a golden age that mysteriously vanished. These stories are not mere coincidences. They are fragments of a collective memory buried beneath layers of conquest, translation, and ridicule. They reveal a common theme, an enlightened civilization that fell when it lost touch with its spiritual core. We are not merely discussing myths. We are uncovering encoded memories passed down through generations. Why has this knowledge been buried? Because the story of Atlantis represents more than a city. It embodies the potential of humanity. It reminds us of what we were once capable of and what we could achieve again. For those in power, a population that remembers its true potential is a threat. Many of us feel a longing, a sense that something vital is missing from our lives. This feeling is not an illusion. It is a thread pulling us back to a truth we have always known. It is a call to remembrance, an invitation to reconnect with the wisdom of our ancestors. Atlantis was not merely a place. It was a state of being, a way of life that integrated technology with spirituality. The technology of Atlantis was not built for domination or distraction. It was designed for alignment. Imagine a society where energy was channeled through intention rather than extracted through destruction. Temples were not just places of worship. They were frequency chambers amplifying sound, light, and vibration to harmonize the soul. Crystals revered not as mere decorative items, but as living tools were used to store information, conduct energy, and assist in healing. According to esoteric teachings, Atlanteans developed high spiritual sciences that fused consciousness with technology. They understood how to direct energy through sound vibrations, sacred geometry, and the natural properties of stones. However, as the Atlanteans grew in power, they began to lose their way. The very tools that elevated their consciousness became the instruments of their downfall. Greed replaced virtue, and ego overtook wisdom. This imbalance between spiritual power and human corruption led to their demise. The collapse of Atlantis serves as a warning for us today. We live in a time of immense technological advancement, yet we find ourselves more disconnected than ever from our spiritual essence. Our modern world, filled with screens and systems, often feels like a shadow of what Atlantis once was. If you've ever looked around and felt that something vital is missing, you are not alone. That feeling is a reminder of the ancient wisdom that lies dormant within you. It is not about nostalgia, it is about remembrance. Atlantis is not just a story about the past, it is a mirror for the present. As we awaken to these truths, we begin to see the connections between our current reality and the lessons of Atlantis. We are invited to reclaim our power, to remember our true nature, and to live in alignment with the higher laws of the universe. This journey of rediscovery begins within. Each of us carries the imprint of Atlantis within our souls. We are the descendants of those who once lived in harmony with the cosmos, and it is time to awaken that memory. We must turn inward, listen to the whispers of our intuition, and embrace the sensitivity that connects us to the greater whole. As we navigate this path, we may encounter challenges. The journey of remembrance is not always easy. It requires us to confront the fears and limitations that have been ingrained in us by society. But as we do so, we begin to clear the way for the ancient wisdom that has always been there. Every thought we think, every emotion we feel, and every belief we hold shapes our reality. The Atlanteans understood that the universe is vibration and everything carries a frequency. By tuning into these frequencies, we can alter our states of consciousness, heal ourselves, and even manifest our desires. In our modern world, we often forget this fundamental truth. We become caught up in the noise of everyday life, distracted by external stimuli that pull us away from our inner knowing. But the path of remembrance invites us to slow down, to listen, and to reconnect with the deeper aspects of ourselves. As we embark on this journey, we are not alone. We are part of a collective awakening, a movement of individuals who are beginning to remember their true potential. This awakening is subtle but powerful. It spreads like a ripple, touching the lives of those around us and inviting them to join in the journey. We may feel drawn to ancient wisdom, crystals, energy work, or sacred geometry, not because they are trendy, but because our souls recognize their significance. These practices help us remember who we are and reconnect with the wisdom of our ancestors. Many of us possess heightened sensitivity, feeling the emotions of others and picking up on energies in our environment. This sensitivity is not a flaw, it is a gift. It allows us to connect deeply with the world around us and to understand the interconnectedness of all life. As we embrace our sensitivity, we begin to see the beauty in our differences. We realize that we are not alone in our experiences. We are part of a larger tapestry of existence. This understanding fosters compassion and empathy, allowing us to create a more harmonious world. Those of us who feel this calling are often referred to as healers, truth seekers, and system disruptors. Our role is not to lead cults or start religions, but to embody the frequency of remembrance. We are here to remind others of their own potential and to help them awaken to their true selves. As we navigate this path, we must remember that we do not need permission to access the truth. It is our birthright. We are here to reclaim our power and to live authentically free from the constraints of societal expectations. The return of Atlantis is not about a physical place rising from the sea. It is about a vibrational shift in consciousness. It is about embodying the principles of unity, coherence, and spiritual sovereignty that defined the Atlantean civilization. Communities are forming around consciousness, not convenience. People are gathering not around shared opinions, but around shared energy. This is the Atlantean legacy in motion, a return to the values that once guided humanity. As we awaken to these truths, we begin to see the world through a different lens. We recognize that we are not just consumers in a machine, but co-creators in a living universe. Our thoughts, emotions, and intentions shape the reality we experience. This shift in consciousness is a powerful act of rebellion against the systems that seek to keep us disconnected. It invites us to remember who we are and to live from that place of knowing. The more we remember, the more we reclaim our power. You are invited to join this journey of rediscovery. You are not here by accident. You are part of a greater plan. Every choice you make sends ripples through the collective consciousness, influencing the world around you. As we move forward, let us choose love over fear, curiosity over judgment, and intuition over instruction. Each time we do, we contribute to the awakening of humanity and the return of Atlantis. In conclusion, the story of Atlantis is not just a tale of a lost civilization. It is a reflection of our own journey. It invites us to remember our true potential, to embrace our sensitivity, and to live in alignment with the higher laws of the universe. As we embark on this journey together, let us remember that we are the architects of our own reality. We have the power to create a new world, one that honors the soul as much as the mind. The return of Atlantis is not a distant dream. It is a reality waiting to be born through us. Thank you for joining me on this journey of rediscovery. Together, let us awaken the hidden human potential within us all.